The following program has been rated S for spoilers, which may or may not be discussed by the hosts of said program. Common sense is suggested. You silly person.
Hello and welcome to Erin and Drew's Movie Bomb Shelter. My name is Drew.
My name's Erin.
And if you can't tell, we are actually in a different location today because this literally happened at the 11th hour, but the building we were in, they're doing some construction outside and it was rather noisy, so we decided to move it onto the other side of the building, which wasn't being used today, to do our show. And actually, you might see a few of our shows that look like this, but this is kind of like our movie bomb shelter edition of Erin and Drew. So yeah,
We're in Studio 2.
Studio 2A, 1A. Yeah, that's it. Because we have so many of them here in the building. But anyway, enough of the chitter chatter. That's on to our review today. We're going to talk about a movie called Home Alone from 1988 with Macaulay Culkin. You are doing Home Alone, right?
No.
No. We're doing it in a Home Alone adjacent film.
We're doing a class of 1991.
Oh.
30 year.
30 years. Okay.
Wonderful movie.
Oh, My Girl.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
We don't have
movie.
a green screen. We have an actual.
Yeah,
screen.
we have an actual television behind us today because our green screen isn't working. But, yeah. That's one thing we couldn't move. Was the green screen. So, My Girl 1991. Macaulay Culkin at this time was basically
Your
red
Hollywood
hot.
It boy.
Yeah, because of Home Alone, he's offered everything under the sun. So this is kind of in the wake of that. But this one stands up pretty well. Some of the other ones, I would say not so much. Home Alone 2, kind of. And I'm not a fan of Home Alone 2.
We're not gonna talk about that right now.
What about Home Alone 3?
No, there are only 2 Home Alone movies.
Yeah, that other one doesn't exist. But anywho, but that's not all. You also get Dan Aykroyd, and Jamie Lee Curtis is also in this one. And this is not the first time that they have starred in a movie together. And the other one was? About 10 years before.
Oh.
Almost.
Then I don't know.
Eddie Murphy.
That's very helpful.
Oh, Trading Places it was
okay.
called.
I have not seen that one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
I should add that to the list. Yeah, but Dan Aykroyd was a rich guy. Eddie Murphy was a poor guy, and it's a rich guy's idea to make them switch spots. Yeah, and Jamie Lee Curtis plays a prostitute in the movie. So this is their second.
Fun.
As far as I think, this is just the second time they worked together. There might be more, but I could be wrong about that. Check your IMDb's on that. IMDb's.
Yeah.
Check your IMDb's. Yeah, is that how people say it? IMDb's?
Nothing but trouble.
I don't think so. I think that was Bette Midler, and apparently we lost our background, but we'll go on. Or not.
Me.
Yeah. But yeah, and the girl, actually, the girl of My Girl is Anna Chlumsky?
Chumsley?
I think it's Chlumsky. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Chlumsky.
Yeah.
So however you would pronounce that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like right here. We'll put it on the screen for you. But she actually, this was her only hurrah for a long time, until recently she was on a show on HBO that has gotten some critical acclaim called Veep.
Yeah.
With Elaine from Seinfeld playing the vice president of the United States, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in that. She's like her press secretary or something like that. Yeah, she's in that show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So, learn something new every day.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy. But yeah, and on to the movie. Yeah, it takes place in the 1972.
Yep.
I think early 70s it starts out.
Early 70s, 72.
And she plays the daughter of Dan Aykroyd, Dan Aykroyd is a funeral home director.
Yeah.
And the irony of it being his wife passed away probably a few years before this.
In childbirth.
In childbirth, so
11 years before this, because she's 11 years old.
Okay, yeah, because she's an only child and he's a single dad, and she's got a lot. She's kind of like how would you say it, tomboy, because she doesn't have friends who are girls. She's kind of friends with more like the boys. She's one of the boys, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah, and there's also the movie kind of lends itself to dark humor, but it doesn't really go that way because I think it's because it's supposed to be more of a family film. Although there's a little bit of that in there, not a whole lot, but and one of the man friends or boyfriends, just friends who's a boy, not really boyfriend, is Macaulay Culkin, and I cannot remember his character's name.
Thomas J.
Thomas J. So yeah,
Thomas J. Frail old boy, gonna be an acrobat when he grows up.
that's right.
Allergic to everything.
Apparently he's not allergic to girls.
Yeah, one of the few things.
Yeah, that's got to be rough, being allergic to everything. Wow. Are you allergic to anything?
Penicillin probably.
Probably.
Probably. Yeah, I had a reaction when I was a small child, so they just never gave me any, but, apparently that can change. I don't know. So I just like to say I'm allergic to penicillin.
Okay.
Are you allergic to anything?
Well, my mom thought I was allergic to aspirin when I was younger, but then I had some later in life, and it didn't seem to faze me too much.
Yeah.
I think cinnamon. I've never had that medically diagnosed, but it seems like when I have it, I get headaches.
Ah,
If that makes any sense. Yeah. So
weird.
that is weird, but I had a cinnamon roll like last weekend, and I was fine. So either I'm not, or it
So
wasn't
it's
real.
psychosomatic.
It could be. I really don't know. It's just, or it raises my blood pressure or something. I don't know. But yeah, and Dan Aykroyd is the funeral director, and he meets Jamie Lee Curtis's character because she is a makeup girl.
Yep.
And he needs someone to make the dead people look good at the funeral.
Yeah.
Is there another name for? Is it just makeup person, or how does?
Beautician?
I guess a beautician.
I
A
guess.
mortician and the beautician.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
A funeral beautician? I don't know.
Funerician.
A funerician. I can't even. I'm not even going to try it. I'm sorry.
That's not bothering me. Yeah. So he hires her. He's kind of skeptical at first, but he's like, "All right, I'll give you a shot." And then it seems to kind of go well, and they kind of goes better, I guess is one way to say it. And they go out on this date, and there's a scene where they go to this they go out for bingo,
Yeah.
which is not my first idea when I think of dates, but
Well, it's
but
the
it-
70s, and he hasn't had a date in 20 years.
that is true. But like I've seen people around here playing bingo at like, and it's like you don't see anyone under the age of 70.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of the point.
Yeah. And they show up and they're like, "Oh no, this just occurred to me. I realize that I'm going to be putting on makeup on these people very, very soon." And then he leans over and he says, "Why do you think there were 2 seats open?" But anyway,
Would you like me to try to pronounce that word?
yeah, we're getting our director is actually in the studio with us today, and Deserologist, is that the name
Zariologist?
of the person who makes up the dead people? Okay, well, we'll put it on the screen. Yeah, it'll be here somewhere. Yeah, and then she kind of starts hanging out with the boys, and then I don't know, we find out later on that he has amongst everything, we find out he's allergic to bees.
Mm-hmm.
Well, is there anyone who's not allergic to bees? Stings? Have you ever been stung?
Yeah, it hurt.
Yeah.
Bullseye, bruising. It was weird.
Yeah. I remember my parents had a cabin they sold about a year or so ago, but there was like this, almost like a pallet, like you get like those pallets they put stuff on to take to stores. You step on that to go in the door of the cabin. Well, I could see like these bees, they were like coming in and helicoptering in next to the door and going down in this crack. Between that and the step, I'm like, oh, there's a nest under there.
Definitely a nest there.
Yeah, so we took some bungee cords and pulled it back and sprayed in there.
Oh.
Yeah, very fun. So, yeah, ground bees kind of suck. Yeah. Bees just suck in general.
No, they don't. Save the bees.
Well, I'll paraphrase that. Wasps suck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wasps and hornets
Wasps and hornets are terrible.
are terrible.
Yeah.
Bees are nice. Be
Bees
nice
are,
to me.
Bees are okay.
Bees are nice. Be nice
there.
to bees.
All right.
Save the bees.
Yeah. But, and that eventually, that comes back to, would it be wrong for me to say that comes back to bite him?
To sting him?
Or
Probably
to,
better.
Yeah, to sting him, I guess. Yeah.
This movie gets sad.
Yeah. Says, I don't think it's any shock or sting to anybody that, I'm sorry, that he comes across some bees and, well, that doesn't go well and he ends up dying. So,
Which was a big deal when you have Macaulay Culkin at the height of his career in a movie and they kill him off.
yeah.
There was a lot of sad little girls that day.
Yeah, sure there were. And then, yeah, she's kind of all distraught and everybody's distraught. And yeah, and I didn't necessarily like the scene where he's, like, oh, bees. Oh. Oh, no, bees.
Oh, bees.
Oh, no, bees.
The panic being stung by bees.
Yeah, like, oh, here's the bees. Oh, no, there's bees. Bees are everywhere. Oh, no, stop, bees. I don't know.
Save me.
Yeah, I don't know how else they could have done that, but it just didn't seem very good to me. But anyway. But that's really how the scene was. Agree, disagree?
I have no words to. No, I disagree. I thought it's hard to act being stung by bees, sure, but
Well, they can't all be Nicolas Cage.
oh, God, not the bees.
Not the bees. Oh my God, not the bees. That's got to be the best bee stinging scene ever, or the worst one, depending on your point of view.
That is true.
Yeah,
that
I
is
have
true.
no idea, but.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. Did Jamie Lee Curtis say if she did the makeup on him when he was done?
I don't know.
It didn't really say.
They didn't really say.
No.
It kind of just all happened just for the one moment of Veda going into his funeral and him not wearing his glasses.
Yeah.
And that's just stuck in my head forever. You can't see without his glasses.
Yeah. And yeah, and then I kept waiting, it was weird because I kept waiting for the entire movie for them to play the song.
It's not.
No, well, it's at the end.
It's at the very end.
At the end. It's like, wow, they saved it for the credits, huh? It seemed a little, I don't know. But then a lot of the other stuff is kind of different music than that. It's like, well, like a lot of 70s AM kind of, like, you know, I'm your vehicle and all that kind of stuff. And but it was good music. But
It's got a great soundtrack.
I just kept waiting for, like, when are they going to play the song? It's just...
To be fair, they went through many name changes before they got to the name My Girl.
Now, did they change the name? Did they wait until they got the rights to the song to use it? Because it'd be stupid if it'd be, well, not silly, I guess, but to call a movie My Girl and find out, oh yeah, you can't use that song because they don't want you to.
I honestly don't know. I didn't look that far into the trivia.
Okay.
But yeah, I know that it went through several names, so maybe it was just happened to be a name, and they're like, oh yeah, that's also a song.
Okay.
Can we get that song? Who knows?
Who knows? What was her last name? Was what? Salt and Fuss? Snoop and Fuss? Something.
Sedenfuss?
Yeah, I forgot. She had a weird last name.
I don't remember exactly what it is off the top of my head. Ended in Fuss, though, FUSS.
So we're making a fuss over nothing.
Wow. He went there.
I did.
With that joke.
I am
Congrats.
Sorry. But anyway, that's really all I got on this one. So unless you got some gaps you want to fill.
Well, you didn't talk
all
about the teacher.
I forgot about the teacher because
this is a coming-of-age story. This girl is in love with her teacher, and their teacher's like married and old and all that jazz.
And the teacher is played by none other than American Werewolf in London's Griffin Dunn. I'm just glad he could keep his throat intact in this one.
Yep, he didn't die in this one.
Nope, no pieces of toast
over time.
falling out on the table.
Nope.
Well, actually, that wasn't in that one either.
Just a strange summer writing class.
Yeah. Not talking to. Oh, that class was weird. Because she showed up at the class. Was she an actual student or was she just hanging out?
She was a student, paid for the class, stole money from Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's right.
To pay for the class. Yeah.
And then there's all these like hippies and dropouts and single older adults who have nothing better to do. It's a weird mix of people.
It's an adult community class over the summer.
Yeah.
You get everybody.
Get a little bit of everybody. So, all right. Hey, got anything else? I'm kind of out on this one.
No, I think the only other thing that is important is that she's a hypochondriac and she gets everything that people die of, but that's only her way of dealing with the death that lives in her house.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Well, what do you do when your dad's
mortician
handles dead people for a living? So, but yeah, is it time to rate this thing?
Sure.
All right, what grade do you give My Girl?
I give My Girl B+.
B+, okay. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. It's certainly not a perfect movie, but I'm going to give it a B.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the B scene, it still just bugs me, but I don't know. Other than that, it's pretty good, so yeah. But you want me to do the dance again?
Only a little bit.
No. Oh, bees. Oh no, bees. They're stinging me. Oh, bees. Well. Or I could just play the Nick Cage clip from, what is that, The Wicker Man? Where you just, not the bees! Oh my God, not the bees!
Oh, they're in my eyes.
Yeah, my eyes. Oh, no, my eyes. But anyway. Hopefully you're spraying for bees at your house. But anyway, that is My Girl and with Macaulay Culkin. And hope you enjoyed our new lodgings here at our not studio. Until next time, I'm Drew.
I'm Erin.
And spray for bees. We'll see you later.
Save the bees.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.
Cable television is the swellest thing they got.